Ann Coulter did an interview on a conservative radio show in Florida with a host named Joyce Kaufman, and they spoke about Obama's plan of 2 years of free universal community college. Let's listen.
Why is the taxpayer on the hook for this? This is such a scam how middle-class Americans are being taxed to subsidize the most left-wing industry in America that spends its days indoctrinating kids to hate Republicans.
Oh, and to hate white people. I mean, this whole white privilege thing that's going on there is killing me.
Yeah, and we have, and they're never called to account for it.
I love when conservatives admit that they're anti-college. It's like when Rick Santorum said about President Obama, he says he wants everybody to go to college. Snob. You idiot, you idiot. You can't say these things if the rest of America can hear you. Only Duck Dynasty fans and your base go, oh, yeah, snob. Education's fucked up, man. I don't need no damn education. I know everything already. Cut taxes on the rich. Normal people don't respond like that, so they're just admitting they're anti-college. But you really think that's what college is about? Learn to hate white people and Republicans? No, you know what this stems from? It stems from a fear of an accurate portrayal of American history. See, there was a Native American genocide, and there was slavery, and there was Jim Crow and segregation, and every step of the way, conservatives were against change. So they're afraid that if given the facts, people will go, oh yeah, I don't agree with Ann Coulter on anything. And she's right about that. It's almost like they're screaming, don't tell them the truth. If you tell them the truth, then I'm in a lot of trouble. See, the thing is, they accuse us of propaganda, but we're just telling the truth. They are the ones that really want to do propaganda because the facts are too damning. I know I always give this example on air, but I do it for a reason. There are a lot of conservative states that change the name of the slave trade to the triangle trade because they thought if you use the term slave, it's too harsh and it portrays the Americans as assholes. Yeah, and that's the way you accurately portray that time in history. To not portray it that way means that you're the ones that are doing propaganda and indoctrination and changing the real narrative. It's not an open question today as to whether or not slavery is moral or not. We know it isn't moral. So to portray it accurately, you'd say, okay, yeah, there were problems with that, and, you know, this is not something we should be proud of. And, by the way, to the point about, oh, professors are more liberal, you always hear conservatives make this point, and I'm always stunned that they make this point and they think it's a point on their side. Like, oh, liberal professors, academia is all liberal. Gross. Yeah, but what that means is there are more liberal intellectuals. That's all it means. The idea that it's some sort of plot, it's a conspiracy where all liberals gather together and they go, how can we not hire conservatives? No, it's just that people who want to get into academia, people who want to do intellectual pursuits, people that care about philosophy and science and mathematics, these people are usually open-minded and liberal. The smarter people are usually more liberal. Now, people, you know, conservatives, oh, they get so angry. And how dare you say something true, man? Look, but understand that doesn't mean that there aren't upsides to being conservative. Some studies show that they're happier on average. Now, I would argue that's because ignorance is bliss, but nonetheless, you guys win on the happiness front. We just win on the intellectual front. So when you make the argument, oh, yeah, the liberal professors, gross, they're all so liberal. What you're really saying is, oh, the smart people are all liberal. Goddamn smart people, always liberal. It's like scientists, too. The majority of scientists are not only liberal, but they're non-religious. When they make that point, like, oh, God, atheistic scientists, secular people, and liberals, gross. What you're saying is goddamn smart people. They're always liberal and non-religious and atheist. What the fuck? You're making our case. You're not making your case.